What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about how to stay mentally strong whenever you're trying to reach a goal in life, or if you're trying to go far in life, or if you're trying to become really successful in life, or if you're just trying to get the things you really want and desire in life. How to remain mentally strong, how to remain disciplined, and how to not lose focus. So let's get to it, right? So this from my own opinion, my own experiences, my own perspective, right? So in order for you to remain mentally strong and being consistent with your goals, being disciplined, and to staying on track with what you want to do, my advice is this. How I look at life from a spiritual perspective, right? So I view everything as pretty much bullshit. You know why? Because at the end of the day, we're gonna die. At the end of the day, everything's not gonna last. Everything's not permanent. Nothing lasts forever, right? We're all gonna die. We're all gonna eventually just not deal with this bullshit realm, this bullshit society, right? We're all not gonna deal with this shit one day, right? So that's what really keeps me mentally strong and mentally like disciplined, and um, it makes me kind of like stay consistent with my tasks because I'm aware this whole experience is temporary. I'm not saying don't enjoy it or enjoy it. I'm just saying like it's just true. It's a fact. We're all gonna die soon. We're all not gonna be here eventually. Life is short. The average human lifespan is from 80 to 100 years old, right? And that some people may even pass away at 60 or 50. Due like heart attacks or just other symptoms, right? So that's how I view life. I view life as everything just being bullshit. Like me personally, I believe in afterlife. I believe there are spiritual realms. There are different spiritual worlds out there. So like I don't believe that this all be all. I'm not atheist at all. I'm not. I guess I'm kind of religious in a way. I do believe in the afterlife. I do believe in God and all that shit. So like, it doesn't really phase me. It anything. It's kind of hard for me to even deal with this society because there's just so much bullshit you gotta do. Like you gotta fucking like everything costs money. Everything's a scam. You can easily lose money. People can rob your money. Banks scam you. Tax returns scams you. Just all this shit, right? So like, and everything's corrupted, right? So this is why I don't like. I view life as fucking stupid, right? So that's what helps me be mentally strong because again like I said, life is temporary, so why not do the things you love to do? Why not try to become great at what you do? Because this world is an illusion. It is like it is an illusion. And I know what you guys are thinking. Like you guys are probably thinking like, well, if it's an illusion, then then how come you're working hard? How come you're trying to get the things you want? Which is true, but how I look at it is like, why not get the things you want? Why not work hard for the things you really want out of life? If life is temporary, if life is short, you might as well go after things you really want to go to, no matter how much it's gonna, no matter how long it's gonna take, right? But also, I feel like if you view life as like being temporary, which it is, if you feel like there are other lives out there, if you feel like life is short, I feel like it should give the average person a lot of confidence. Not average person, everyone a lot of confidence, and it should give a lot of people like different outlooks and perspectives about life. If life is temporary, you might as well do the things you really want to do. You might as do the things you enjoy and love doing, right? So like don't like trying to avoid doing things you don't like. And I understand part of the human experience, part of life is you dealing with things you don't want to do. Because in order for us to work money, we have to work at jobs we don't want to be in and be around people we don't want to be in just so we can make money, right? It's part of life. So I'm not saying like just be reckless, but you can live your life however you want. But I'm just saying like at times we're forced to do things we don't want to do, but you don't have to do it technically. But if you're trying to make money, if you're trying to get ahead, or if you're in a position where like you have to do something you don't want to do, just try to view life like that. Try to view life as temporary. Trying to feel life as like everything's an illusion, everything's bullshit. Like nothing's gonna matter once you die. So might as well go after your goals. Might as well become mentally disciplined, right? Or what could really motivate you is that since life is temporary, since life is short, why not leave a legacy so everyone can remember you even if you passed away? And leave your mark on earth, leave your territory in this world so people will always remember you, so people won't forget about you. You hear famous people that pass away like Kobe Bryant. You hear people like Martin Luther King. Just these famous people, these presidents, these famous athletes, these famous um, musicians, these hip hop artists like Juice World, Tupac, all these people that pass away, but they're never forgotten, right? So why not view life like that? So like, if life is temporary, if life doesn't matter, why not make, why not do something extremely great? Follow your passions, doing what you love, so people will always remember you, right? And that's how you gotta view these situations. If you're trying to become mentally stronger, be more disciplined. that life is short, and like since all this is temporary, nothing's gonna matter. You might as well do things you really enjoy doing, so you don't have to feel like you're working or be forced to do something you don't want to do. Just knowing that it's temporary, right? Like even if you have suicidal thoughts, even if you're trying to commit suicide, don't even do it on the spot. Just just view life as an early death attempt. So like instead of committing suicide on the spot, why not just live out your life from 60 to 100 years? I actually got this from someone on. I actually got this from a different YouTuber, and he's right. He's joking around. No, he's not joking around, but he's actually serious. Like it's funny because it's true. Because like if you're suicidal, like don't commit suicide. Life already sucks. So like since life is temporary too, just ride it out. You know what I'm saying? Ride it out. You know, like rather don't commit suicide forcefully. Instead, die off naturally. And not only that, but as the years go by, you're constantly seeking mental help. You're constantly seeking therapy. You're constantly seeking love, and then you're doing things you love. And eventually, you're not going to have those suicidal thoughts anymore. The more you live life, because life is very unpredictable. You never know what kind of changes you could experience, good and bad. You just never know, right? So, might as well look at it like that. Look at your natural death as a suicide attempt, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But I hope this channel doesn't get banned because I mentioned suicide, this and that. So hopefully not. But yeah, but that's pretty much how you got to view life. Life is temporary, and you might as well do things you love doing. And me, I personally believe in a God, a creator, and a universe. So like, how I look at it is like this: when something bad goes extremely, when something goes extremely bad within my life, I kind of take the burdens off of me and off of this world, and I'll leave it to God. I'll leave it to the universe. I'll leave it to the creator. That's their problem. They're responsible. They're the reasons why this world is shitty in the first place, because they allowed this shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? If God and the universe, if they have so much power, they could easily make this world a better place, and there'll be no corruptions, there'll be no money control, there'll be no violence. But instead, there is corruption, there is violence, there's bullshit we got to deal with. So that in itself means the universe is on some bullshit pretty much, and they want us humans to. It's like a test. Life is like a test pretty much. And I hate it, but this is how it is. So might as well. So that in itself is already shitty. So you might as well do things you enjoy doing. You might as well do things you love doing, right? And that's my perspective. Your perspective might be different. Some people may say, "Oh, it's a good thing. Maybe God wants to test us because God cares about us, and God wants to test our strength." I think it says in the Bible something like that. But just view life like that. Don't be consumed by these burdens life throws at you. Instead, leave these burdens to the creator, to the universe. But I'm not saying bypassing your problems or bypassing the important thing is you got to get finished. Acknowledge that, yes, it is bullshit. Life is bullshit. Life is stupid. There's so much enslavement going on. But best ways to combat that feeling is to recognize that life is temporary, and that sooner or later or eventually, you don't have to deal with any of this bullshit ever again. So you might as well overcome it, fight through it, try to become the best you can be, do what you love 24/7, or try to find things you love 24/7. And if you want, you can leave a mark so you can be remembered from past generations, and you can make a huge difference in this world to make it better. And that's how you got to view life, and that's how you become mentally strong. Just know that, just basically don't take things personally, because all this is temporary. So yeah, and don't take anything for granted. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good one. Peace.